The 5 reasons you shouldn't buy a gas-powered string trimmer. I'm Eddie Field with Field Guide to DIY. Let's dive in. Listen, we all love the roar of the 2-cycle engine and the smell of the exhaust as the string trimmer just tears through it, and the power that it has with the But if you're in the market for a string trimmer and you're buying gas, that may be the biggest mistake you make in your entire lawn and garden career. Here are the 5 reasons why you should never ever consider buying a gas-powered string trimmer. Now, reason number 1 is chemistry. If you're buying a gas-powered string trimmer, you're signing up for a lifelong chemistry experiment. The reason is because 2-cycle engines are different from 4-cycle engines, like your car engine. Your car engine or your standard lawnmower engine has an oil reservoir. The gas-powered string trimmer does not have an oil reservoir. The oil has to be mixed into the fuel in order to keep all the parts and rings and pistons lubricated. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to either purchase pre-mixed 50-in-1, 40-in-1, 32-in-1 pre-mixed oil in the fuel, or you get these little bottles, high performance quality engine oil for 2-cycle engines. Then when you do that, I recommend you have a designated 2-cycle engine oil gas can. You mix your oil and you mark it carefully that this is strictly for your 2-cycle engines, dedicated for your string trimmer, your leaf blower, or your chainsaw. And now we're ready to fill our gas can on our 2-cycle engine gas-powered string trimmer. Imagine having to do that every time you needed to refill the jug. But wait, if you don't have your proportions exactly right, you may not be lubricating your engine properly, or it may be burning a lot of oil if you have it too rich and sputtering and smoking like crazy. I've been there. And so it takes a while to dial in just the right oil to gasoline ratio so you have optimal running of your gas-powered string trimmer. Number 2, the silent 2-cycle engine killer. That's right. If you don't go and get the right gasoline to mix with your 2-cycle engine oil, you can actually be destroying your 2-cycle engine. The reason being because since about 2002, the engines or the motors that they make the 2-cycle engine out of, the block is just milled aluminum. And so as a result, it doesn't tolerate high temperature like previous engines would. If you go to your normal everyday service station, you're gonna have ethanol added, up to 10% ethanol. You'll see it labeled right there on the pump. Did you know that ethanol-added gasoline runs hotter than normal gasoline? Now, the engines that they build today for our cars and trucks, those engine blocks can tolerate that excessive heat, but not the milled aluminum of 2-cycle engine oil's gas-powered string trimmers. As a result, I've gone through many string trimmers because what happens, you have a round cylinder. See, an engine has a piston that fires when the spark plug sparks. It sparks and pushes the piston down. Well, it's supposed to be round, but as that engine with the ethanol runs hotter, heats up, cools down, heats up, cools down, heats up, cools down, it actually changes the shape of that block. The piston stays the same shape. But what happens is you don't get the compression that you once got. And eventually you get out there to fire it up and you can pull that thing all day long, which I did. And I took it to the repairman and he said, "You run ethanol gas." Yeah. He said, "That's the problem. It just runs too hot for the aluminum block engine that you have in your 2-cycle engine." So what do I do? Well, you need to find where they sell ethanol-free gasoline. I never knew this before. He said, well, yeah, there's a website, and I'm gonna have the link to that website in the description, where you can find anywhere in the nation service stations that sell ethanol-free gasoline, and it runs cooler because it doesn't have all the ethanol-added to the gasoline. So as a result, I had to track down where I could find ethanol-free gasoline to add to my 2-cycle engine oil. Or, like I said, you could go to your home improvement store and buy pre-mixed 50-to-1 or 40-to-1, depending on what your model takes. Reason number 3 is the carburetor. You see, that's this part of the machine right there. That is your carburetor, and that adjusts the mix between air and gasoline and oil allowed into the engine. Then you can set it for starting up and warming up, and then you can adjust it for optimal running. And there are adjustments like the idle screw right there that help you fine-tune the engine. But over time, there's a part of the carburetor that's called a float, and also you have this primer bulb right here. The carburetor float goes bad over time and actually may get a hole in it because of the corrosive nature of the gasoline. And this primer bulb goes bad over time. And so they sell these carburetor rebuild kits or primer bulb repair kits. And so they make it real easy for you just to remove these 2 screws. They are Phillips screwdrivers. And by the way, what do you get when you mix Phillips milk and magnesia and vodka? A Phillips screwdriver. They just take a Phillips screwdriver and they sell these because they go bad so often. So you're gonna have to deal with carburetor issues if you have a gas-powered string trimmer. Now there is a plus to owning and operating a gas-powered string trimmer because you're gonna get quite the workout. You're gonna go work your chest muscles, your deltoids, your upper back, even into your neck by clanking and clanking and clanking. Every Saturday that you try and get out there to get this started. So you won't actually need a gym membership if you own a gas-powered string trimmer because of the pull cord that you need to pull to get this up and running every time that you start it. And the 5th and final reason you shouldn't buy a gas-powered string trimmer is because of the pollution. Either the air pollution or the noise pollution, because there will be smoke and exhaust emitted from the engine. That's just a given. You're going to be burning the oil and burning the gasoline. But it's also notoriously loud. In fact, I would recommend that you have some sort of hearing protection for when you're going to use your gas-powered string trimmer. Finally, there's the weight. A lot of folks just can't handle the weight, even though it is a lighter aluminum milled engine block. Whether you're talking about this stihl or talking about this Troy-Bilt, they are pretty stout. They have some weight to them, as opposed to this battery-powered DeWalt, which is still about half the weight of this stihl, even with the battery pack in it. Now, if you're still shopping for a string trimmer, click the image on your screen now to see my review of one of the best-selling string trimmers on the market today. I'll see you in the next video.